Greetings and good evening, my dear esteemed guests and subscribers. I'm your dude, Lightliger here as always, and today I'm gonna be doing an honest review on Flamingo Finance, which was the very first DeFi application basically built on Neo's blockchain, and they were kind of the first movers to basically build out an AMM protocol, farms, a wrapping system, and since then they have expanded into things like governance and perpetuals. And in this video I'm gonna be kind of giving you the breakdown of the whole ecosystem and everything you basically need to know about it. And since this is on Neo, you basically need an extension that is able to log into the Neo side of things, and Neo is not obviously forked out of Ethereum, so MetaMask is out of question. And the extension that I've been using is called Neoline, and this allows you to basically import your private key. So in case you're holding Neo in Exodus wallet or Atomic wallet, you can import the private key into this extension, or even from your other Neon wallets, whatever you basically use. And that is the one that I recommend using. It seems to be less bug-free and just without any hassles, and basically has all the features that you desire. And basically what I'm going to be doing here, the first is actually logging in. And I have to say, out of many extensions that I've used across multiple blockchains, I have to say the Neoline extension is one of my favorites. So it has been very smooth to use. I like the layout and the information that it displays, and just has like kind of like everything on a one box, so to speak. And the first thing we're going to be going through are kind of like the wrappers and everything here, and interoperability, and they were launched back in 2020, I think late October, and I have mentioned it a couple of times, but I never did a video on it. I kind of tried to contact the developers, but they were very unprofessional and never got back to me on multiple occasions when I tried to reach out to them. But let's kind of start with the income tab. So this one basically allows you to log in with your MetaMask as well. So basically what you can do here is you can move your wrapped Ethereum and wrapped BTC from Ethereum into the Neo's blockchain. So basically this is a bridge for you to migrate your assets back and forth if you so desire. And this is very convenient if you want to participate on the pools and everything. It's a pretty simple process. Obviously, the fees will be paid on the Ethereum side of things when you're going to be moving them from Ethereum to Neo, and vice versa on the other side. So basically, yes, there will be some gas fees involved on the Ethereum side, which are always the highest. And you just deposit here and it will give you the numbers and everything. But we're not going to be doing that, because I don't think most people are going to be doing that, because you can just acquire these by having Neo and then just trading on their platform. So one of the things they have here on the first, so if you have Neo, you want to wrap it into N-Neo. So this is basically wrapped Neo. I don't know why it's called N-Neo. Where does that come from? Maybe it's standing for Neo. And basically, there's the wrapping, and there's the destination address. Obviously going to be using the same address you want to. And then there's the unwrapping amount. But obviously, since Neo always requires to have, and by the way, you have to have the green light here, so we're going to be connecting Neoline. Usually it automatically connects here, by the way, so there will be a pop-up. This time it didn't. But Neo is always measured by 1 Neo, and that is why N-Neo is very good, because you can trade it basically on decimals. But obviously, I have to have 1 N-Neo before I can basically transfer it into a 1 Neo. And that's for the wrapper, so that is very useful. I'm kind of wondering why so many other websites don't have a wrapper available. Now then there is the swapping thing, and here does the magic basically work, where you can basically trade Neo gas here. You can trade N-Neo, Ontology is also bridged into Ethereum, wrapped BTC, USDT, Flamingo's own token, and also Switch Dex or whatever, I don't remember the name. And this is how you basically swap it, and we're gonna be showing that in a second. Then there's the Liquidity thing, but I'm gonna be showing how that's done after we visit the vaults. So vaults are basically the farms, and I had more money on the vaults, but I've since then sold everything to Neo, and now I'm kind of selling my Neo since I'm so much up. And basically I have provided into Neo and USDT pool. Here you can see the APYs. They're not like super high compared to a lot of the other farms. Then again, on Neo's blockchain there isn't that much. And then there's some legacy assets which are probably on off. They used to have, I think, do we have here? No. They used to have single pools. Obviously, I'm a big fan of single pools for many reasons because there's no impermanent loss. But obviously, they have since retired them, so those are not available. So what I can do here, I can claim my rewards in FLM, which are, you know, brought from the actual pooling that I have done. I'm going to be clicking claim, the pop-up will come out, and then there will be the gas cost. Even if you have 0 gas, the transactions actually go through on Neo's blockchain. I don't know why that is, but this is something that I basically noticed. In the Neoline extension, there is also a claim gas button, which will appear whenever there's Neo on the balance. The more Neo you hold, more gas you will be given out freely on a daily basis, or a second basis even. And the transaction has been completed, and I have claimed now the FLM, and now it's, you know, accruing more FLM here. Now we can basically show you how the swapping is done. Not that it's very complex or anything. Now, one of the big criticisms that I have for the swapping system is there's no support for custom tokens. So like, why the hell you were going to be building a DeFi system which has like 7 tokens here available, which 4 are like bridged? And that's not like very lucrative for me because I still have some Neo shit tokens here. Let's say something called Yes, which was airdropped, and I don't know if we can actually copy it. We can probably view it on NeoTube where we can get the contract. And maybe this is the actual contract here on the top. And asset ID, yeah, we're gonna copy that. And even when you paste this in, at least last time I actually did this, it's not actually, I can't add it here. So that's a problem. I would like to dump these one day, but apparently that will be not possible. And besides, Neo has incredibly high costs creating tokens compared to any other blockchain out there, so that's something that you need to understand. So I'm going to be choosing FLM, which I'm going to be selling for N-Neo, and we're going to be putting this here, and this much Neo we'll be basically getting, and then we're going to be clicking swap, and then confirm swap. And these transactions, you know, go through in matter of seconds, pretty fast, easy to do. And now it's basically going through, and the confirmation is probably going to be taking, let's see, this is going into NeoTube, so probably give and take 30 seconds. But in the meanwhile, let's go into also the other options. So there's also analytics tab in case you want to look into the volumes. There's a fair amount of liquidity here for the pairs, but as I keep saying, not a lot of tokens here. That's 11 tokens. It's not much, and you need more. And the volume, 6 million, I guess that's good enough for a chain that is kind of low-key, in my opinion. And liquidity is 187 million, so these are not bad, but I think they just need to have more tokens bridge over to Neo, or have at least those old tokens that used to be on Neo tradable here. But there's been a lot of rumors about the centralization of the whole blockchain, so I don't know about that. But since last time's visit, they have added perpetuals here. Not something you see quite a lot in DeFi context. These are still extremely rare, and very few in between. And obviously you have a couple of in Ethereum where it's super expensive, but here it would be actually quite cheap. And BTC USDT is the only one that exists apparently here right now. And so kind of maybe people were wishing to probably have that on Neo as well, but I guess market's not big enough for that yet. But I thought I would be covering this since this is also available. Now then there is also governance, which goes into, there hasn't been probably a lot of proposals here. By clipping them, there's going to be basically a breakdown, what is going to be happening. Here is some, explanation of all the things that are going on. in these things. Overall, of the Flamingo Finance token has been doing fairly well. I mean, a lot of tokens, let's say, well, Lua token comes into my mind, or a lot of other blockchains, when they have, you know, tried to copy Ethereum and done their own farms, there has been a lot of ones which just have utterly failed in price and everything. So, I mean, it's doing not too badly. I mean, the all-time high was $1.24. All-time low was 12 cents. It's 3 times the all-time low. And I think it's been pretty steady here on its price. So it doesn't like totally died off or anything. So farming it still might be a good idea because it doesn't inflate super high. But I'm just like, you know, I have my reservations about Neo as a blockchain. And that's pretty much the only criticisms that I really have here, because they don't communicate really well with marketing departments or content creators like me. And it's just, I guess it's very Chinese based. So I guess the community is very based on China. But that's pretty much my take on Flamingo Finance. It is available on a couple of exchanges. I think on Binance, for example. Okay, I'm going to leave those links down below. You can use my links to support my future work. If you want to send me Flamingo or other Neo assets, this is my address. And you can always inquire me about business stuff at my email at liger@protomel.com. In case it's a Neo dApp, application, DeFi, and other blockchains, I'm always interested in working with a lot of people, especially on those more fringe blockchains. Thanks for watching. We'll be seeing you guys next time.